Tanjiro's orders left to stand. Fortunately, Muzan is aging rapidly, slowing him down within each minute. This grants an opportunity to win for the pillars, but it also grants an opportunity to change the plan and charge after Tanjiro without a minute to spare. This leaves to Yushido and others to help the injured, so they can get back and fight. Will it be too late? I wasn't expected to see the cat again, but I also didn't expect to see it in pieces. It was like a cruel joke from Croc-sensei. Fortunately, that's not the intention. Though it wouldn't surprise me, it's Chachamaru and Yoshido turning into a demon right before the battle. The best part, it's still alive. That's a good cat. Who said it can't be a man's best friend? I'll bet Yoshido will garner more fans for his soft side. The medics are off to treat the pillars as well as the uprising candidates like Inosuke and Kanao. My concern is whether they have treated Kanroji already. Likely they have, but what's her condition? Will she be able to fight? My bigger concern, however, is Himashima. Yoshido treats his wounds, but notice his condition is severe. He won't be fighting anymore, but I have a feeling he will force himself. That translates to his death flag, arguably the highest one raised so far. Part of me was afraid of medics treating them, mainly due to my selfish desire to keep them alive. Realistically, Tanjiro can't win alone, and it shows later on. As appreciative I am with realistic take without overpowering a hero in one swoop. This is one time I wish it was the case. The pillars have to fight to the very end. To victory or death. It is a heavy toll to say the least. Yoshido lost Tamayo, even if it's for the greater good. He and others can't afford to lose. Tanjiro needs help now before it is over. It's downright serious. The action grows intense with Tanjiro slowly losing focus. Realistically, his condition, let alone Yoriichi's godlike body, wouldn't allow him to keep the flow going from last chapter. I still give credit for him to do all forms in one sequence. As soon as his focus begins to wear off, it was only a matter of time before he would slip up. Literally, if I may add, that moment could have been his death. But a snake appears to save him on time. Again, really like the realistic take on not having one man defeating the main boss, even if it is Tanjiro. On one hand, I was thrilled to see Iguro back in action. On the other hand, his death flag has rise up to the same level as Hiroshima's. It was all nice for Tanjiro until his vision restored. I recall saying Iguro's injuries looked bad, but the gruesome scars across his face startled me. He no longer has any eyes to see, but thanks to Kaburamaru, his snake pet, it will do the census for him. I don't think he was treated by the medics since no one else has returned. It's worrisome when it's only those two against Muzan, who may be aging, but still pose a threat. The snake must be kept alive for Iguro to survive, otherwise his death would be guaranteed. So far, my bet is on him and Himashima to go out before it ends. I hope others' condition aren't as bad. The sad part is, Iguro won't be able to see Kanroji's beauty anymore. At this rate, however, it's better to return alive than unable to see. Muzan's fighting style has changed now that he is in desperate mode. It's telling and alarming when he doesn't stand still anymore and chases after them. It's even worse timing for Iguro to return. That said, it does exhilarate the tension higher. The danger is real, and the monster coming after you is the worst feeling. It's 2-on-1, but even then, it's about surviving. It's all on the two to work together. The action does heat up, with Iguro's life on the line. Kaburamaru informs him to dodge here and there. Muzan notices to be the case, which is concerning. I'll bet he's going to aim for it to make things much easier. If only he wasn't so smart. Tanjiro keeps him at bay, combining their techniques to save themselves. It's quite the accomplishment for those two to gel well together as a team. It helps the matter with Muzan yet to adapt the aging potion as of yet. I hope that doesn't mean he will eventually. Tanjiro wants to pay the favor for Iguro after being helped many times. Not too long ago, the anime adapted the moment when those two have a bad first impression. Iguro is still stubborn, but he means no harm. I'm already won over by his action and charisma. The two came a long way. Although I bet on Iguro is next to go, it lies on Tanjiro to keep him alive. The chapter ends with a potential game changer, a miracle if you like to call it. Muzan seems like a mortal who can't be wounded or scarred eternally. But when dealt with a god, it won't matter. Muzan's scars appear across his body. Thanks to Yoriichi, he never recovered because those damages were burnt at a cellular level. Seriously, no one can match to Yoriichi if he did all that in one fight. That being said, I like how the past contributed the future, even if it's hundreds of years later. He created weak points for Tanjiro and others to target. More and more, the battle heading to the epic climax, and I'm hype as hell. This was a pretty good chapter. The medics are healing the pillars, indicating that they will return soon. There are concerns with Himashima's and Iguro's injuries, more on the former. The death flags are high for them. The action was engaging, now with the pattern alternating, with Muzan moving and the pillars on the verge of death. The intensity will only increase further. The artwork is solid, especially on the nasty scars on Iguro's face. The cliffhanger promised a hopeful solution to slow down Muzan until dawn, thanks to Yoriichi. It's better late than never. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. Who do you have in mind that is going to die in this battle? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.